When I came out of the other places, I see it felt like I worried a lot. I never had the at ease thing. And for instance, one of the biggest things is I don't do a lot of planning. Because I'm not worried things are going to go wrong like I always worried about before. I just know now that everything's going to fall into place no matter what. And not having to worry about everything has been, undescribable, unbelievable how it feels now. One of the biggest things I always worried about was proving myself to people. And finally I realized when I got out of Gulf Breeze, I don't need to prove myself to anyone. I just need to prove myself to myself and worry about myself and how, I was always worried about how my actions and everything I did affected everyone else. And I learned here, I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry, like, even though I care what my mom and my dad think about me, that's not what is important. What do I think of the things that I'm doing? And as long as I approve, I know they would. And just not having to worry about what other people think about me. It's not important. I can't change it no matter what. Everyone has their own mind, their own conscience. They're going to think how they want. And that's one of the things I loved about Gulf Breeze. Because when I got here, I didn't want to know how to stop taking the drugs. I knew how to stop taking them. I'd learned that part. I wanted to know why was I taking them. That was my number one thing. I finally can say I know. I always looked outside of myself for something else or someone to make me happy. And being here, I learned that's why I used. And I feel like that's why I finally feel at peace. I'd already learned how to stop. I had a little bit of sobriety. I knew how to live without having the drugs every day. But I still wanted to know what was it that was making me feel like I still needed it. And that's exactly what it was. And learning that I don't have to be responsible for how anybody else feels but myself. Even when it comes down to my children. I'm not responsible for how they feel. Everyone's responsible for their own feelings and how they feel. And that's the biggest thing that I can say that I've learned after coming here.